Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Getting at y'all on this sunny Sunday day in this bitch. Good to see y'all on this Sunday. Today we running some current events. Let me put some here in the chat so people can know a few things. Check out my Teespring. You know what? I'll do all that later. Fuck it. And I'm sure people will start coming in. I ain't even tripping. You know what I mean? I ain't even tripping. But yeah, y'all, I'm glad to check in with you right fast. Today we're going to run a few topics that I think just need to get socially commented on because, you know, you really can't miss certain things. Certain things are just important, I want to say. So first I want to start talking about this New Zealand shooter. His character, Brenton Harrison Tarrant, is his name. He's a murderer, he's a killer, he's a Neanderthal, he's a white nationalist. And he posted a racist manifesto, evidently, online before he did the little killings and shit. And then he streamed live video of the killings on Facebook. So y'all all know that this killing, mass shooting happened out of New Zealand at 2 separate mosques. What up, Nisha LA? How you doing, Miss Ma'am? How's life today? I see you changed your picture and shit. That shit look nice. That's a good picture. What's good? So he killed up a bunch of people, put this manifesto on Facebook. And what that screams to me is that he want to be a martyr for white supremacist society and for white supremacy. Flat out. I mean, you're clout thirsty. And you want to be a martyr for white supremacy. And you want motherfuckers to know you. This is shit. So he just breaking all kind of code. But, you know, whatever. White supremacy, they came on code to defend this dude. Anyway. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all remember when it dropped, and I tried my best to go to as many forums as I could to go and do that hashtag sounds about white. You know what I mean? I had to drop that as many places that I could because I got the news pretty early. I got the news maybe about, say about close to a day, almost a day before it hit American news. Well, I don't know. On Fox, this shit was like, it said like 2 hours worth of coverage had been done on Fox, and I was already on it then. So I would assume that would translate as the facts come out. It would be about a day. It would equal to probably about a day worth of, I mean, I got it early. I'm going to say, I don't know what their time frame is over there. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it was middle of the day there. I got it maybe about like 1 o'clock American time, Central time. So I guess that was about 1 o'clock their time. I think they're like 12 hours ahead. So it's almost a day. 12 hour, 14 hours, that's almost a day as the facts was coming in. But y'all got to remember that white supremacist society early on, I want y'all to remember this. They was hiding the dude. They had no name. Y'all remember they had no face. They were hiding him even though his face was already out there on Facebook. And I guess they didn't know. That was the thing that had me rolling like, y'all didn't even know that he had this manifesto. And they had him in the courtroom throwing up his white power symbol and shit, blurring his face out and shit, right? But his face was already out on the Facebook manifesto. I guess they didn't know. So they were still running that shit. Right? So this is a badge of shame for white supremacist society and white supremacist efforts. I just want to let that be known. They're going to have to wear this one, is my point. Like I said, he was in the courtroom throwing up the white power symbol, just throwing the white power population under the bus, just throwing white supremacy under the bus, right? And, you know, hey, what can we say? Sounds about white, motherfucker. I mean, he killed up a lot of people in the mosque. Yeah, about 50 people, he said he killed. And, you know, we don't know who all died because there's people that was injured, and we don't know how them injuries going to play. But 50 people, one man. So I don't want to hear shit about black people. I don't want to hear shit about black people being violent for a long ass time. It takes 50 different black people to kill up 50 people, motherfucker. And this is one motherfucker that killed up 50 people. So I don't want to hear shit about black people all damn year. I don't want to hear shit until y'all can answer for Brenton Harrison Tarrant, white supremacist society. Until y'all can make up an excuse for what the fuck he did, I don't want to hear nothing about black people. God damn it, is my point. Oh, matter of fact, now that I'm over here, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna mod some people up. Since y'all the first two to drop comments, Chalet, it's been a long time coming, miss. I was gonna mod you up the other day. I just wasn't thinking about it. Let me go on and do this real quick. Yo, do you know how to do mod, Chalet? Well, when they put the little wrench by your name, I guess that'll mean that you modded up and ready to go. And Lovely Darkness, since you in the house, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'm gonna make you a mod. So I don't know if how that's gonna play on this particular cast. Okay, there you go. I see you. So you see the wrench by your name. There you go. So y'all can go do work. Do work. You know what I mean? Straight real. That's necessary. That's a good look. Good. So that's what I want to say about that. Let me get into some more white supremacist activity that I don't appreciate. So we've all been watching this Ivy League bribery scandal that they got going on, right? With this Rick Singer character. William Rick Singer is his name. And the people from, well, these actresses that they've called out, this Lori Loughlin, she used to play on this show called Full House back in the day. All week I've been calling it Full House because motherfuckers, you got some fools in your house. You was a dumb motherfucker and you run with dumb motherfuckers. You seeing that, all right? And the other chick from Desperate Housewives, Felicity Huffman, dumb spread housewife, you know what I'm saying? Or you call them desperate because goddamn, they trying to get into college and scamming all these schools. So you call them desperate too. Fuck it. You know what I mean? But William Rick Singer is the guy who been getting all the dough. He's been the one that they've been paying to kind of be the working of this scandal, right? He's the CEO of a company called The Key, and he calls himself this private life coaching and college counseling sort of specialist. And he had a business that he was basically having people donate to and give their money to so he could run his little scam or whatever. He had a charity that people would give their money to, and people would just give money to him off the strength, like, here goes some dough, do this, flip that, right? And the issue was that he would arrange for all these imposters to take these college entrance exams, like the SAT and the ACT and all this shit. That was just one scheme, because he also had these bogus sports profiles, right, for people who, you know, wealthy white criminals and their wealthy white criminal children who knew all about it. You know what I'm saying? I won't let the media try to absolve the children from this, because I know that they know what's up. I know the kids know what's up. The kids knew they were dumb, and they knew that they were not athletic. You know what I'm saying? You can't be going to college on an athletic scholarship and not know shit about the sport, right? I think one of them was trying to get on the crew team and that type of shit. Like, and you can't do shit like that and not be physically built for the sport. Like, people can actually see, like, you know, when you see certain people on the street, you know, like you can look at certain people and be like, okay, yeah, that girl, she used to play basketball. She used to be a guard. You know what I'm saying? You can see certain things, right? Right? You might walk through the grocery store. Okay, that dude right there, yeah, that dude, he used to be a lineman. He used to play safety. You can tell. You can tell how people are built. Oh, that dude, okay, he a personal trainer. You can just tell, right? These motherfuckers don't look no kind of way athletic, right? You know what I'm saying? They looking like some waiflings talking about they on the crew team. Like, I don't think crew is no sport where you can't have no muscle or whatever, but okay. So like I said, the people they named were this Lori Loughlin from Full House, this Felicity Huffman, and we know it's more people. They talking about it's coaches, it's other celebrity actors and actresses, CEOs of companies, and all these motherfuckers probably gonna snitch on the whole operation. This Lori Loughlin and the Felicity, they gonna snitch. And if they don't snitch, the other motherfuckers that they gonna come for gonna snitch. And they've already bailed out, of course. The top two people that have made the headlines this week, they've already bailed out. These two white supremacists opportunity participating in Neanderthugstresses. Is that the word, Neanderthugstresses? These Neanderthugstresses, right? They bailed out, a little flimsy $1 million, a little penny ante bond. And they walking around free. They gave them some old pissant charges too. It was honest services fraud, you know what I mean? Some old punk ass fraud charges, right? Like, what is that about? I put in the community comment, the community post a few days ago, talking about y'all got to remember this 2015 scandal, alleged scandal at Atlanta schools and with the Atlanta schools. And they, quote unquote, had their own cheating scandal going on. And they were calling it the largest scandal for cheating in American history. It was the biggest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? They made it out to be this, this is just a sweeping indictment. And it's just a shame to see how enfeebled and how decrepit the system of education is when you can have this type of shit going on. It was like about 178 people that they rounded up for their little, that they put in under suspicion for this, under suspicion for the shit. 32 people, they were like, all right, we're going to indict y'all. And like 12 people went to court. And if you look at the way the sentences was handed out, these motherfuckers got jail time. I ran through the sentences, man. 5 years, 5 years, 5 years, 5 years. Fines. They all getting hit with 5 years and fines. I mean, everybody. Only a few people will escape with just fines and shit like community service hours and shit like that. In the thousands, the tens of thousands of community service hours for some of these individuals, right? So they did all of that. But like I said, they were black. And they got hit with racketeering charges. I want y'all to look at that shit, okay? Because Lori Loughlin, Felicity Huffman, they talking about, well, could they get charges? They're hearing that shit. They're putting that out in the media about them. Could they get charges? Now, when all these black people in Atlanta, what the issue was they were saying they were changing answers, allegedly, at elementary schools and middle schools on the little standardized tests and shit that they give you when you in middle school and shit. That type of shit. This ain't no college shit. This ain't no big money shit, right? This is elementary school shit, right? They talking about racketeering. Racketeering is shit you give to the motherfucking mafia. You understand? The motherfucking mafia. And what we looking at with the Ivy League motherfuckers, this is big scandal going on. This is a lot of people and a lot of faces going to start popping up. And hey, look, we're going to have to see what happens about it. You know, with Black society, when that shit dropped out, when that shit dropped in 2015, it was like, man, when that shit came down the pipes, it was like, I think I remember a few coons coming out like, oh, they should get jail. They should, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers was really blowing that shit up. And I think they said Ryan Coogler, the director, Ryan Coogler, the guy who made Black Panther, him and Mike B. Jordan supposed to be getting together and doing a movie about the shit. I think it was called Wrong Answer or some shit like that. A movie they were trying to do. I don't know if they ever got it done, but they were trying to do it. Do y'all know if they finished the movie? I don't know, but they were trying to do this movie about the Atlanta shit. So let's see if Lori Loughlin and this William Rick Singer, see if these motherfuckers get a movie made about they shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they do. That shit was nasty. And you know, where they landing it now is that they got people are suing them now. They running lawsuits in the game. They got this Erica Olsen female, and I think it's a sister named Khalil Woods. I seen her picture. She looked like a sister, like a light-skinned sister. So I was like, oh, but this a white chick and another white chick trying to sue? But she looked like a sister. Then like Khalil Woods, that sound kind of black. But they're suing. I looked at the lawsuit papers and it was like, yo, they suing in the name of all the schools they applied to, Yale, Stanford, all these other schools. And basically running the line of, had we known the shit was rigged, we would have applied somewhere else. We wouldn't have applied in the first place. And, you know, we've got unfair admissions, right? Was the thing. Okay, so, yeah, Lovey Doggy says, yes, there is a sister suing. Okay, so, yeah, it is. That's what it is. And no, what make it even more crazy, I don't know who this other person is. What's her name? Jennifer K. something out of Oakland. She's suing for $500 billion out of the shit. Because her son, he was applying all these, because he had like 4.2 GPA, some shit. He doing some major, you know, he really setting the curve in his school type of shit, doing that. And she's like, nah, fuck all that shit. I'm suing for $500 billion. That's what this shit is saying. So, whoa. She want reparations for real. She want it. She say, fuck the fuckery. Give me mines. And I feel on that shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's income that he could have, he probably forgoed, or is that the word? That's income that he had to forego, probably. And the other opportunities he had to forego. And just the potential of making it, just the potential of getting something out of a experience like an Ivy League school, he had that chance. And because of their fuckery institution, that systematic layout of motherfuckers get locked out of these Ivy League schools because they not wealthy, white, and keyed in with this William Rick Singer fella. Because of that, you know, he missing out. So, hey, Jennifer K., get your paper. Sue. Get that dough. Get that $500 billion. Get every dime of it. Because, like I said, the shit gonna fall. The ship gonna fall, and all them white folk gonna start snitching on each other. It's finna get nasty. Understand? So, that's my white people news. You understand? Man, what else? Oh yeah, what did I put in the listing of the things I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I said Will Smith. I put Will Smith in there for a quick little point I wanted to make. Y'all know Will Smith is going to be in this King Richard movie. It's a movie about Serena Williams and Venus Williams, old man or whatever. And you know, being ADOS, we gonna say some shit like, yeah, brother, get that roll, right? Get that roll, brother, get that dough, right? Get paid, right? Will, it shouldn't be no big deal. Will, get a check, Will, right? But I'm seeing all manner of motherfuckers come with the side talk and come with the slick whatnot. And, you know, what is to be said about that shit, huh? Will Smith is a black man getting a role, and what's being said is that Will Smith isn't black enough to play the role. He's not black enough to play a black man, God damn it. And that's that fuckery. Because, you know, if you've seen Will Smith and compare him to Richard Williams, this dude, you know, he's like more of a highly melanated dude. But that's probably the only difference. If you like really scrunch Will's face up, you know what I'm saying? You scrunch his face up, y'all put some makeup on him, make it up, fake it up. Oh, yo, you got Richard Williams right there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I've seen a lot of people talking shit about it. I've seen some names that I don't want to say that these are non-ADOS black people, but I've seen names like I don't know their real names, talking shit, right? It's like, come on, y'all. Come on. Non-ADOS, y'all know I love y'all. We love y'all on this channel. I fuck with non-ADOS, period. Like I said, man, I got non-ADOS chicks in my phone all day, man. What the fuck, man? I'm not no hater, homie. So it will behoove of y'all not to be on some hating shit, is what I think. I think, well, fuck it. If I'm not a hater, surely they won't be hating. They black. It ain't no hate. It's where my heart sit, right? But I saw various names and faces mad at Will, because Will getting the come up. Oh, they could have picked somebody, this Muslim actor, some guy that was a part of this, so one of these cop shows, I think. A long name, long M-word name. Why can't he play it? And I'm like, all right. Well, I mean, he's actually an American dude. He's a little darker than Will. Well, they say he's American, but you know, his family, I don't know. I looked up his family. They say he's American. They say his family's American. All right, but I don't know. He might be something else, but I don't know. I can't say. I just can only go what I have access to. Can only go off that, right? But there's one guy they've been trying to throw out there, and I'm like, all right, no. That's, let Will have it, you know. To my non-ADOS people, you know, if you think of something like Nollywood, think about Nollywood. You know what I mean? Every time y'all got some Nollywood shit popping, what do? We let y'all have Nollywood. We don't try to come over to where y'all at, you know. And I know y'all have that ideation of, man, Nollywood ain't really popping on the money side. So if somebody from American films offer us a role, we gonna take it. We've been talking about non-ADOS blacks, you know, kind of being a replacement kind of face of ADOS in roles and in just different spheres of activity. We've been talking about that, right? And to pay attention to it, if you non-ADOS, if you really paying attention to it, you will be like, man, all right, yeah, go on and have that, Will. It wouldn't be no bristle up. It would be, yo, Will, have that, man. Will, OG, you know what I'm saying? They picked who they wanted to pick. So I don't think that it should be no, I don't think it should be no disdain for the man in the role. You understand? So I don't get where that came from. Let Will have it. Will is goddamn King Richard. That's the name of the movie, King Richard. Will is motherfucking the right man for the role. They picked him for a reason. So, you know, the money that somebody else would have got that might be like really, really super duper dark and from some other country, because you know what they're gonna do. They ain't gonna find no super duper dark brother from America. They're gonna find a super duper duper dark brother from somewhere else, right? And then we would have had to bristle up. So look, y'all done got y'all little rolls off, non-ADOS black people. I'm just gonna say y'all, but not trying to, you know, talk side to y'all. I'm just saying. We got y'all little rolls off, man. I don't expect to hear shit from y'all, man. Don't come out down voting and giving it rotten tomatoes and shit on the I'm saying when this shit drop. I mean, I'm saying, don't be hating. Don't be full of the hatred. We don't need it. We don't have to take it, because it was us that made these opportunities possible for everybody that's black anyway. It's all blood soaking the ground that's making this shit possible for everybody black. So what? Yeah. Oh, man. You know, I also want to talk about this guy that I put up a community post about. What up, Afro Trooper? See you in the house, homie. There was a video I put up, if y'all remember, about Mark Thompson. Did y'all peep out this clown, Mark Thompson? So y'all know it's a conversation going on about this HR 40 put up by Sheila Jackson Lee out here in Texas about setting up this talk and study commission when it comes to reparations. I haven't went in on HR 40 yet, but I've been doing my thing on Twitter with it. I may do a cast on it, you know what I'm saying, to break down how that really look in my eyes. But this particular video on Mark Thompson just caught my eye because he came on Ann Reid's show. She has an AM show that runs, I think, from like 10 to 12 on Saturdays and Sundays this weekend. I mean, and I put up a little community post about it. And this guy, he comes on Ann Reid ever so often to soft talk certain points about the black community. You understand? Nothing substantial, really. In my eyes, he's one of her hired hands. I mean, that he'll come on talking about the March for Our Lives, and a couple years back he was talking about, you know, MLK and how black folk need to register to vote. That's all. Just register to vote. I mean, he's one of these dudes, you know what I mean, that throw these little simple wimple solutions to shit out in the air, and the Ann Reid audience is so full of dope-dom that they just, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Kind of nod in agreement with it and don't really press nobody that come on her show for nothing because it's her show. So I get it. She ain't gonna press the motherfucker. She got an agenda behind putting that motherfucker on the show, is what I want to get to. But, you know, he goes on Ann Reid to be this docile Negro face. He's a reverend. He's a Pan-Africanist. He's big on that Pan-African shit. But this time, he goes on Ann Reid saying ADOS, saying our name, saying, oh, well, there's concerns that ADOS is a movement that's used to infiltrate politics. Well, that's because he hasn't researched what it is or who it is. He obviously don't know that it's not none of what he's about to even expand on as he got to talking in the motherfucking interview and shit. All right, he don't know of Antonio Moore. He don't know of Sandy Darity. I mean, and basically Ann Reid brought him in to do a lightweight hit piece on ADOS in my idea. Now, I know a lot of people, a few people was in the community post like, Mark Thompson, who the fuck is this nigga? Man, who? Mark who? You know what I'm saying? And that was what I was saying. It's like, hold on, who is this? You know, he got a little show on Sirius Radio that he does. And, you know, this is his job, is to, you know, kind of come in and appear to be a black face on her show. So basically, the way they tried to frame his presence there and try to paint ADOS out of his mouth was ADOS is people that appear to be black who are taking an issue like reparations and exploiting it and injecting it into the presidential race. All right. And he says he wants to make sure that ADOS, he wants to make sure, him, like, who the fuck are you though? But he's saying he want to make sure ADOS is not being subject to cyber COINTELPRO. This is what he's talking about. Acting like he's policing this shit. like you the motherfucking guard dog for ADOS and what come and what go up out of what ADOS got going on. Like, all right. You know what I'm saying? What else did he say? Oh, yeah. He jumped right on the Pan-Africanism bandwagon. And this would have me tripping. He was like, yo, if Pan-Africanism isn't supported, then, or if somebody's coming to you talking about their ADOS and they're not supporting Pan-Africanism, then they're not really ADOS. They're one of these COINTEL cyber bots, and they're not really a part of the ADOS movement. It's not really an ADOS movement if it's not Pan-Africanism involved, right? He's doing some, he's already setting the cause back. If he was involved with ADOS, he would be already like, man, you don't you know we passed that state trooper a long time ago called the Pan-Africanism state trooper? We already passed that one, homie. That's already passed, dog. I mean, he don't know. He don't know about the vetting that we done, right? So I'm here to tell y'all that this Mark Thompson character, he's a plant kicking a crock of shit on the Ann Reid show. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him for subsequent shows and running little hit pieces and shit on some, you know, Roland Martin shit. Or he might be like the Paris Denard of the Ann Reid AM show, right? He might be that. You know what I'm saying? Just running that bullshit. So if you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, Mark Thompson, the reason I think that he's saying all of this shit, you know, and talking this Pan-Africanism and trying to cast aspersion on ADOS is because of his little organization. He got an organization that he fuck with called NARC. All of y'all that's into etymology, you know, when I hear certain words, you know, I'll be looking at the energy behind words. I don't think there's no coincidence or accidents behind shit, right? So when I hear somebody say NARC, it's not like NARC, it's NAARC, National African American Reparations Committee or some shit. I think it's committee is what it is. And I read through their little 10-point plan that they got. They got this little 10-point plan, and this little organization, man, you know, it ain't nobody out that we would know that's for real doing work in the Black community involved with it. They listed people that inspired them to do the work, and they said, oh, Malcolm X inspires us to do this. John Conyers inspires us to do this kind of work. The Nation of Islam, I mean, playing on these certain sentimental points that Black people will be like, oh, well, you said my hero, Malcolm X. Yeah, but nah. You know what I'm saying? That organization, NAARC, they're an organization that's about everybody getting. Everybody Black getting. Well, the problem with America and with the Black experience in America, it ain't about Caribbean Black people, for instance, getting, right? It's not about Caribbean Black people getting. They already get immigrant set-asides, right? ADOS gets nothing. The problem isn't all these other diaspora Blacks getting. They already get immigrant set-asides. It's the people who are old, who built the wealth of this nation getting. We've already did the vetting of these other non-ADOS Black groups. So, you know, like I said, that's something we've already checked the frequency on. You know, we've seen a population of them be on some lapdog, go along to get along with white mommy and daddy shit. We've already appraised them for that. And we've already challenged them and said, hey, look, we are American DOS. What you gonna do? Fight or run, motherfucker? Like, on my biggie shit. You know what I mean? You gonna be down or you finna side hate and be a side hater. You understand? And talk about we hating on y'all, right? That is what need to be put to the mental thick of Mark Thompson, because I don't think he understand when he kicked this Pan-African shit. And like I said, I went through their little 10-point program plan. They all talking, they on some Black folk, we need to go back to Africa shit. And we need to, I'm like, all right, once I saw the goal, we need to go back to Africa shit. I was like, okay, so you don't even know that if we try to go over there, they're gonna be like, we can't really make moves to make y'all be over here permanently. We can't give y'all permanent citizenship. Oh, it's good to see you, brother, though. Good for coming out here. You might be broke when you be out here fucking with us, but okay, it's good you came back home. Like, nah. We ain't doing that. So I had it in my mind, like, why is he kicking this Pan-African shit so hard? But if you go to his organization, NARC, the shit he fucking with, It's all Pan-Africanism, all Pan-Africanist. So he's one of these guys that's trying to put Pan-Africanism over American descendants of slavery. So don't fall into the trap of Mark Thompson, is my point. Like I said, that's Pan-Africanism is something that we've already challenged in the ADOS community. We've already stepped to that and sat that down. So, you understand? Thompson's a Pan-African coon like Umoy's from Cuba. Y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. He's on some we should cape for all blacks type shit after our blood done soaked the ground for them all to be here, for everybody that's black to be here. Our blood done soaked the ground for them to be here and not be slaves and not go through what we went through. Understand? So I think I brought this up in my video that I did about ADOS and ADOS being replaced by non-ADOS immigrant buffer classes, right? And how that is a fixture in white supremacist weaponry against ADOS movements and ideations and different little currents that we are manifesting in our experience here on this continent, right? Mark Thompson is one of these spread yourself thin kind of guys, right? And I talked about that. Like, you know, we shouldn't be on some bullshit like that. That's exactly what we don't need to do. If South American blacks, if you want to talk the diaspora and Pan-African, look, if South American blacks want to make their own version of reparations and make their own ADOS, cool, do that. Make your own tangibles crew. Get your own version of ADOS. South American blacks, do that. I'm saying, we ain't mad, do that shit. If the black folk anywhere else, whatever, it's the same shit. If his little organization is about anybody that's ADOS fucking with Africa or anybody in the diaspora without vetting what they already get and holding that against them, that's what it is with Mark Thompson. He don't want to hold nothing against the black diaspora. He just say, look, he don't want to look into what they really be getting over here. He don't want to do all that thinking the shit out that we've done. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I don't really fuck with him like that. He don't want to hold nothing against them. And that's why Joy Ann Reid like his ass. That's why his ass is able to be on the show and, you know, do what he do. If it was up to him, all these other black groups would be getting and having all the set-asides that they already get, all the shit they be bragging about, all the scholarships, all the movie roles, all the motherfucking business loans. I told y'all, man, I talked to all kind of African brothers and sisters, plenty of African brothers and sisters bragging about what they can get from a bank that I can't because they are African and because they are an immigrant, right? Not foundational black Americans getting, right? So forget Mark Thompson. We are ahead of what his little crew done studied about. And he needs to sit the fuck down somewhere and let us work these tangibles into local, state, and federal levels of government without us having to spread our capes for every damn body. You understand? Fuck that. Fuck what he talking about. He was saying, what did he also say? He was like, oh, we need to support organizations that already support reparations. And because they are the real reparations organizations. Talking about NARC and this organization that he name dropped another one, Cobra, National Committee of Black Reparations Association, Cobra. He dropped that name, so he's, you know, trying to rep that on her. And Joy Ann Reid is just like, yes, this is wonderful. I agree with anything that can separate the original black people who've been holding everything down, holding the ship down, separate them from what they need to be getting. Yes, I agree. All these organizations should come into play and be at the forefront, right? This is the look she was giving. Real dumbified look, huh? He's talking about, yo, these are the real reparations organizations. He's going on Ann Reid's show to sell this, right? That these are the organizations people should be giving a fuck about. So me, I'm like, well, how are they the real organizations when all these motherfucking court cases have went to trial for reparations and nothing came out of them? So where they ass was at when those fights were going down? When Judge Charles Norgal was saying, you know, reparations cases, you can't try them in the judicial. You know what I mean? It's an issue for legislative and executive. How are they the real organizations when all these cases came back saying judicial is not the branch to handle reparations? And why isn't these organizations disseminating this kind of information to the public? Like, why gotta be motherfuckers like me putting this shit out, right? Why gotta be new black media digging through the dirt and letting us know that the middle black family who don't got no home is worth $120 type shit? Why I gotta be us doing that shit? Why can't it be your organizations? And if you look through his organization, look, go to his site. I challenge y'all. Go to NCOBRA, go to motherfucking NARC, go to that shit. And look, the first thing you'll see, donate, a little donate button. Y'all see what I'm saying? Peep that shit out. I'll give y'all time to go look at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up. He already shown what he about. He already showed what his game about. They've been sitting around trying to collect donations for years. But they ain't really about making no moves for real though. Understand? Go to ADOS 101. Look at every single page. Do you see a donate button? I'll wait. No, you don't. Put that shit together. You know what I'm saying? They a bunch of, look, I went through the faculty listing and the motherfuckers that they got this fucking with these organizations. It's a bunch of doctors, a bunch of lawyers, a bunch of educators and shit like that. But motherfuckers, how y'all gonna be those guys, but y'all are supposed to be some way wired to figure out what reparations need to be and really looking at the black struggle. Y'all already in some privileged spots. We don't even know y'all's resume like that. For real, though, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know y'all resume like that. All these doctors and lawyers you get together, how y'all supposed to be figuring our reparations, counting our money for us? Now, we know what Sandy Darity about. We know he's an economist. We know people that's actually doing the numbers. And they ain't had one economist on the staff, right? I'm just saying, put that together. How are they the motherfuckers that's out here trying to prescribe what black society need to have? If y'all can't prescribe what black folks need to be having in terms of reparations without no motherfucking donations, motherfucker, fuck out of here, Mark Thompson. Mark Thompson is just another bedded coon, and he's down and in the game to shit on ADOS and try to sort of down talk ADOS out of the reparations conversation as on as big of a stage as he can find, right? And he, I guess, you know, Ann Reid was like, oh, I see the little sucker milksop motherfucker in this nigga. I'm gonna have him do my bidding. I'm gonna have him do what the fuck. Y'all saw him on the damn show. Y'all saw him on the show, man. God damn, you know what I mean? I ain't dissing the brother. I don't know him personally, but damn, I know what the fuck he appears to stand on and who we run with. That's all I'm saying. Yo, if y'all seen him on the show, right? This motherfucker looking like Eric Benet uncle and shit. That shit had me rolling, y'all. Straight the fuck up. And I mean, damn, yo, he had on the Umar Johnson collection shirt and shit. I know y'all seen that shit. Y'all saw him with the button-up Kente cloth shirt and shit. Looking like, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker supposed to be, all right, dog. You supposed to be the one that's counting our money for us, homie. Really, man? All right, man. Yo, keep asking for your donations. You understand? Keep name dropping MLK. Keep kissing Ann Reid booty hole. Keep doing all that goofy, stupid shit. Dumbass. And we're gonna be over here doing the real movement, man. We're gonna be over here flexing, homie. So that's what I gotta say to a motherfucker like Mark Thompson and what the fuck he talking about, right? But yeah. Word. Yo, I'm just looking at the comments and shit. Yo, that's really what I wanted to say. Lovely darkness. Exactly, P. See it for what they do. Word up. You my homeschooler. You my homeschooler. Do for me as I do better for you. Yeah, I guess that's what it means. I guess that's what you was talking about. I don't know the context of what you was trying to spit that in, Afro Truth. Do that mean something like want for your brother what you want for yourself type shit? Yo, I feel that shit, Afro Truth. You know what I'm saying? I can hear that, homie. You know what I mean? All that Pan-Africanism has, this is from Ishmael Muhammad. All that Pan-Africanism has only been, all that Pan-Africanism has only been one-sided. Us doing for everybody and caving for everybody else. Shaking my damn head. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Lovely darkness. My thing is, how are you gonna come in now when we haven't gotten shit from you in the past? Just move. Yeah. That. Is ADOS down with female genital mutilation? I think we are repulsed by this filthy but cherished Pan-Africanist tradition. Afro Truth. That's kind of beyond the pale of conversation, Afro Truth. I guess you got your reasons for putting it out there, homie. I can't speak for all of ADOS, man. You know what I'm saying? But damn, I don't know nobody that fuck with that female genital mutilation shit. All the chicks that I know that's from, you know, non-ADOS black homeland African type of backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? Since we talking, you know, that tradition, the Pan-Africanist tradition, I don't think they gonna go for that shit. I don't think they fuck with that shit. But hey, you know what? They might. I know that we don't fuck with it. I know we don't think that shit how the shit fly. Oh man. They ain't did shit for us, but we are the reason these motherfuckers in the country. But we are cotters. What the fuck? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Referring to my brother Choctaw, that is some backwards bullshit. Yeah, let me go up to the top. I like to read the comments and shit. I see my mods in the picture hanging back in that, sniping while they sleeping. Will Smith playing King Dick. They have decided to create an immigrant coon class. Yeah. The black first people are not allowed to come here. Exactly. We talk about that. Immigrant infiltrators. They are eating black folk cake or money. Yeah, it happens. It's kind of how the shit look. And we've addressed that. And our point is to be on code and just say, look, what y'all gonna do? Fight or run when we say ADOS? Y'all gonna get mad or y'all gonna keep it real? It's really it. Ain't nothing else to really say about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Omar Johnson's a Cuban Asian. Prove me wrong. All right, I gotta do my research on that. I don't know. Cuban? Motherfucker. All right, he could be. Motherfucker. I don't know. Is he in Cuba now? Where he at now? I know he was traveling the globe, getting this hustle on for this for the school business he was talking about. You know what I'm saying, on some Carmen Sandiego shit. Island hopping, country hopping and shit to get it. So I don't even know. that Pan-Africanism died with Garvey. That's very true. The Garveyites, you know, that was probably one of the final movements. And then in the 70s, we had our brothers speaking up, saying, look, nah, you know, after the 70s, we ain't gonna be able to do this no more. We kind of held on to them during that time, and kind of, you know, co-signed what they were doing during that time, but it wasn't the fleshed out vet everybody business that it is in 2000 plus in the 2K19. Like, they were our friends back then, right? So, you know, it's irritating Genie ADOS. You know what? I saw some posts about the irritated Genie, man. And, you know, I didn't follow his work. I mean, I you know, he do his old videos that I came into his work from way back. It's before I was on social media. His old videos, it's more like, I don't know, he's a motherfucker that get on the set yelling and shit. It's like, all right, so, you know, what you getting at? But then, like, once these allegations started coming up of, yo, he worked for the fucking government, I automatically checked out. Maybe that's just me. I'm saying, once I hear you in the government, it's like, God damn, I gotta jettison you now. I can't fuck with you no more. Are you a police now? Yo, I can't fuck with you no more. Or you fuck with the government? Yo, I can't even fuck with you no more. It was just a natural reflex. And I've had people that I've known come up to me and be like, yo, P, I'm studying to be a police officer now, man. And I'd be like, oh, for real? All right, dog. It's a reflex. I'm telling you, it's a reflex when I hear that type of shit. So to hear that he was, you know, working for the White House or working for some, I was like, all right, I don't really know what he about to come with. I don't really know what his longevity gonna be like within the community, and if he gonna try some snake side shit and be on some shit, right? So get us in his presence from my content. I haven't been up on his material in quite a while. What he been doing lately? Let me move down. What he been doing lately? Y'all brought it up. So what the fuck? That Negro, you moist is like a traveling preacher, and y'all money is gone. He spend it on child. Stupid. Y'all stupid. That's why Griff left him alone. Left Umar Johnson alone. All right, y'all clowning. Oh man, y'all stupid. But okay, but yeah, like I said, I don't know much about the irritated Genie, man. I don't try to keep up with his work, man, because what? Irritated agent, yo, whatever, homie. Yeah, I don't keep up with him, man. Because, you know, I don't know what to say when he, or if it come out he done did some cop shit, some infiltrator shit, then I don't want to know. Then I'll do my research to that nigga, but I ain't finna just be soaking on his content like that, man. I got other motherfuckers to, you know, look into. I'll be on some, like I said, I was inspired to do this type of work via motherfuckers like Professor Black Truth, via motherfuckers like Tariq Nasheed, via motherfuckers like the boy Harvey out in Chi-Town and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just certain personalities, man. Certain people I fuck with, man. I don't, saying, and I keep it at that. Cause what? You got a fucking cop nigga in the mix. You understand? Nah. You know what I'm saying? But yo, glad y'all in the mix today. Just had to chat, spit a few current events. Got another post I want to do, but I'll probably, if I can get it done tonight, I'll get it done tonight and put y'all on to it. Y'all will like it if I can get it done tonight. But that's that. Somebody said he was a descendant of Ernie Shavers. Y'all motherfuckers is on something. But yo, don't forget to fuck with my Teespring. That shit jumping. Don't forget to holler at my shit, holla at my eBay and shit. Got some orders that I sent out a couple days ago. For those of you that order on eBay, eBay had some time syncing. They had a trouble and a bit of time syncing the orders with my Way to Slay account, my Way to Slay website, the main site. So some of those orders that went out like about a week and a half ago, some of those orders that were placed that time, I should say not went out, but were placed during that time, are going to be delayed by some days or whatever. They finally got it fixed, and they are still in that process of sending me like emails and just checking up on me and that type of shit and making sure that everything is working properly. But they got it fixed like the same day. But I didn't see the orders basically from a week and a half ago. I opened up my site one day. I was like, oh, hold up, I got some orders from eBay and shit, but they didn't sync over, so I didn't see them on my Way to Slay account. Like, okay, on my Way to Slay website, like, okay, eBay, why y'all fucking up? You know what I'm saying? But for those of you who, you know, or might be getting it'll be a little bit of delay in the package, maybe about 4 to 5 days, might be 4 to 5 days out from the original delivery date that you see. But I ain't gonna leave you hanging like that, your boy P. I'm gonna send y'all some more shit. I'm gonna send you some more something with your order, just cause that's what I want to establish relationship wise with the people who fuck with me. I'm saying, you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. So I'm gonna send y'all some free shit. Understand? That's how I do things. But yeah, oh, what's your tees looking like? Yo, Ishmael Muhammad, anytime all my tees, homie, you can go to my Teespring account. I'll put the link in the description. But, you know, for any other designs that I do, I'm going to make sure I put them in the community post. That's why I like this community post shit. I'm going to put them in the community post so y'all can see them as I roll them out. Check them shits out. That type of thing. Make your move on them like that, huh? And that's that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. So you know when I'm dropping. Get a job.